What if everything you believed about your limits was a lie? What if, right now, you're standing at the edge of a life you never dared imagine, simply because you haven't unleashed the power inside you? There's a reason you're still feeling weak, held back by invisible shackles, haunted by doubts the world carved into you. But tonight you discover why. Tonight you break through. Tonight you rise. Welcome to Rise and Thrive, the home for the hungry, the hustlers, the relentless, the ones who know deep down they were made for more. Maybe you've been stuck, tired of the same old pep talks, tired of playing small, tired of failing to move that needle in your life. In this video, you'll find the truth about weakness and learn exactly why you haven't conquered the world yet. But more importantly, you'll get the solution, delivered in the style of the most powerful speeches ever made. Inspired by the legendary perseverance of Barack Obama, and with the sharp insight of Simon Sinek, this video will fuel your grind, silence your doubt, and awaken your greatness. Stay with me until the end, your breakthrough is moments away. Really pause. Look in the mirror. Who's staring back? Someone you respect, or a stranger who looks like they're waiting for permission to begin living? Right here, right now, is the confrontation you've avoided. The battle you've delayed. You want to know why you're still weak? Because you keep waiting for the storm to pass before you rise. But storms don't leave, they are invited by those who wish to grow. Warriors aren't formed in sunshine, they're written into existence by thunder. Every powerful figure, every legend, was no stranger to weakness. They stared it down, called its bluff, and stepped forward anyway. Barack Obama? They said he was too young, too different, too other. His own doubts screamed at him louder than his critics. But did he cower? No. He let fear sharpen him. You, too, are standing at the crossroads. On one side, safety, predictable, unremarkable, suffocating. On the other, adversity, unknown, terrifying, but freedom and glory wait there. Weakness is the darkness before the dawn. Let's get honest. You're still weak because you're lost in comfort. You treat pain like an intruder instead of a guide. You chase ease. You wait for support. You think someone, somewhere, will hand you the permission slip for greatness. Secret: nobody is coming for you. Not your parents, your teachers, your friends, not your bosses, not even your idols. Because the permission you seek exists only in you. Obama understood this. He stood before crowds that doubted him, rooms that dismissed him, and mirrors that reflected uncertainty. He spoke not because he was immune to fear, but because he was fueled by it. Fear is the crucible in which real change is made. Are you letting your fear command you, or will you use it? Every storm in your life? A test. Every setback? A measure of desire. Every harsh word, every silent disappointment, every no, they're not stop signs. They're signals. Adversity doesn't show up to destroy you. It arrives to invite you to rise. The world's greatest have all bled, doubted, cracked. They just didn't quit. Picture Obama before he was President Obama, denied, laughed at, labeled. Yet he never let the world's opinion become his truth. He rewrote the story, one setback at a time. Will you? Most people surround themselves with comfort. The cocoon of routine, the easy path, the traps of distraction. They never challenge the ideas that limit them. They settle for less, for average, for just okay. Then they wonder, why am I still unhappy? Why am I still stuck? Weakness festers in the soil of your excuses. It drinks from your rationalizations. It's not my fault. It's just not possible. Someone like me wasn't meant for greatness. Enough. You become strong the moment you decide your story isn't written yet. The second you pick up the pen and write a new chapter. Why does fear feel so powerful? Because it's a signal, not that you should run, but that you should pay attention. Your biology is primed for survival. but greatness is found outside the comfort zone. The brain's fight or flight response gets triggered, but every legend you admire chose fight. Simon Sinek says, "People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it." If your why is survival, you'll hide forever. If your why is impact, nothing stops you. Think about training for a marathon. You don't become strong by sitting on the couch. You become strong by running when your legs scream, "Enough." When your lungs feel like they'll give out, that's where champions are made. If you can learn to find opportunity in discomfort, to welcome pain as proof you're growing, then you transcend weakness forever. Now, let's study the transformation of someone who was told no at every turn. Barack Obama's journey wasn't a straight line to the White House. It was a maze of setbacks, failed campaigns, skeptics, the nagging doubt of, "Am I enough?" But what made him legendary was not that he never felt weak, it's that he refused to stay there. He read every attack as an opportunity to sharpen his vision. He mirrored the critics' doubts, then shattered them by delivering results. His campaign was built on hope, not because the world was hopeful, but because he dared to inject hope into a world that was broken. The world did not hand him the crown. He stretched, he fought, he failed, then fought harder. What about you? Will you keep blaming the world, or will you inject your own hope by your daily actions? The pain you feel? That's a signal of potential. Picture the strongest steel, only made stronger when forged by fire and beaten, hammered, cooled, then beaten again. Growth isn't gentle. Athletes win not because of natural talent, but because, each day, they face the voice that suggests, "Give up." Champions are created when that voice is ignored, when the effort continues, regardless of feeling. Entrepreneurs see closed doors not as rejection, but as redirection. The more times you hear, "No," the more powerful your next yes becomes. There is no chosen one. There are only those who choose themselves, every single day. This is your wake-up call. You say you want success? Prove it. Stand up each time you fall. Send that email even when you're nervous. Get up early even when you want to sleep. Train when no one applauds. Speak when your voice shakes. The weak look for applause before they begin. The strong begin whether applause comes or not. Your destiny is forged, not given. The adversity you despise is the path to your greatness. Imagine sitting in a room full of giants, everyone doubting you, expecting you to stumble. That was Obama's reality. He didn't ask, "Who am I to lead?" He asked, "Why not me?" He saw the impossible and ran towards it. When you look at your goals, don't ask if you're worthy. Ask instead, "Why not me?" Bravery isn't the absence of fear. Bravery is action despite fear. The world doesn't remember quitters. It remembers those who rose from defeat, who came back one more time, who refused to be defined by failure. For every setback you face, there's a next move. You lost a job? Perfect. Now's your chance to build something new. You got rejected? Great. Rejection is redirection. You failed? Fantastic. You just found one way that doesn't work. Comebacks begin the moment you stop asking why me and start asking what now. Here's the real fix, the way out. 1. Acknowledge fear, don't bury it. Stare it down. Name every fear. You rob it of power when you face it. 2. Embrace adversity. Challenge yourself daily. Choose discomfort. Pursue difficult goals. 3. Step into the arena. Stop waiting for the right time. There's never been such a time. 4. Write a new narrative. Refuse to be a victim of your past. Start telling yourself a hero's story about your future. 5. Surround yourself with fighters. Weakness grows in isolation. Strength multiplies among other warriors. 6. Keep showing up. When you want to quit, all the more reason to keep going. Every action is a vote for the kind of person you become. 7. Celebrate progress, not perfection, progress. Every win, no matter how small, is fuel for momentum. Close your eyes. Picture the storm, the thunder, the darkness, the swirling chaos. That's not the world outside you. It's the world inside. Every flash of lightning is an idea. Every crash of thunder is your voice calling you forward. The sun will break through, but only because the storm did not break you. When you embrace the chaos, you become the calm at the center of the storm. That's where great leaders are born. There is nothing sadder than unrealized potential. How many people do you know who faded away, who lost their spirit, who lived quiet lives waiting for change? Don't be one of them. Settling kills the spirit faster than any obstacle. Mediocrity is the true enemy, not failure. Promise yourself right now, you will not leave this life with your song unsung, with your gifts unopened, with your fire unlit. When they doubted, he persevered. When they mocked, he responded with results. When fear whispered, "Not you," he said, "Why not me?" Obama's journey didn't just inspire a nation, it inspires every individual craving transformation. His secret? He kept walking. Step by step. Day by day. Never underestimate the power of steady progress. No matter how weak you feel, every step counts. The legacy you dream of is not waiting in the distance. It's here, in this moment. In the choices you make today, decide to be legendary by acting legendary. Small actions add up to a lifetime of impact. If you want to change your life, change your standards. No more. Good enough. No more. Someday. It's now or never. The climb is what makes the view worthwhile. You don't experience the awe of the mountaintop by staying at base camp. Every test, trial, and tear only adds to the sweetness of victory. So keep climbing, even when your legs burn, when doubt screams, when the wind howls. The higher you climb, the stronger you become. And when you reach that summit, you'll realize the storm didn't stop you, it prepared you. Today, I choose growth over comfort. Every setback is a setup for my comeback. I don't need approval to step forward. My story isn't finished, greatness waits. Repeat until these ideas become your reflex. A challenge from Rise and Thrive. You were born for more. The world needs your strength, your ideas, your fire. Rise and Thrive is more than a channel. It's a community of warriors who refuse to stay weak. Comment below with the one excuse you're ready to leave behind forever. Inspire someone. Start a ripple. And remember, even legends begin as doubters who took action. If this message hit home, if it lit a spark inside you, stop scrolling and let this moment transform your life. Subscribe to Rise and Thrive. We bring you truth, power, and real, actionable tactics for greatness every week. Share this with someone who needs a reminder that their time is now. Now go, step into the arena. Prove the doubters wrong. Prove yourself right. You've been weak long enough. Now rise up. Rise up. Rise up. No limits. Thank you for watching. This is Rise and Thrive, and your legendary journey starts today.